Hello, it's me again. I hope everyone's doing great. I I don't know which episode this is gonna be. I think it's 17 now. I'm gonna lower the sound just because I'm gonna be mining pumpkins again. You know me. Um, First of all, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys so much, and it feels good to see you guys are back. I appreciate it a lot. So, you know, keep it in mind. Today's episode is very simple. We're gonna be trying to reach 1 million buckaroos on the server. We're not almost there, let's say, but we're not too far from it, and we might reach Prestige 2 farming at the same time. So who knows? I have Henry sleeping on my lap, so this is a good day. And let's just get right into it. Um, I was doing some silly shit on the internet. I forgot which website I was looking at. I think it's called Outlier. It's like they do it's like freelancing, right? For AI training purposes. So it just like asks for your input on what certain things are to like basically help AI become a little better. And since I speak French, they ask me to correct its language and stuff like that. Um, anyway, there was a question, and it basically it asked me, when's the last time that you took a second to like really really look at something, and like admire it. The examples was like, a sunset or stargazing last time you went camping and all. And the question was supposed to be like really simple, but it made me think, when's the last time I actually did that? And I got the answer. The answer came up to me really simply and really quickly. When we go to the dog park, Henry and I, basically the dog park is like 5 minutes of walking away, maybe 10 because Henry likes to sniff around, But we go to the dog park, right? And it's a torch blocking inventory spots. We need it for selling pumpkins. Come on. So there's this like little wait. So it's winter, right? So the sun sets very early. So at like 4 p.m. in Canada, it's already dark. It's starting to get dark at least. And so we head to the dog park, right? It's like 4:30, so it's basically nighttime at this point. Only street lights really bring any light to the scene. And so yeah, we head to the dog park. Our dog park is like in a bigger normal park, and there's like this part that's like a little higher on a hill, I guess. And at that exact spot, there's like a street light or like the light in the dog park that shines exactly in the middle or like on top of the hill, right? And oh god, I missed a lot of pumpkins there. So, and he's a very sweet boy, So he starts, I unhook the leash off him, and he heads out to start playing with the like three other dogs there. It was like a husky, a shih tzu, and oh, it was a golden retriever, right? And a golden retriever. And before he starts like running there, he stops like on top of the little like hill, looks back at me, and he's looking so handsome in his little. He has a little snowsuit. Um, he has a little snowsuit, right? And he looks so cute and handsome, and it's so dapper, such a distinguished gentleman. It's just I couldn't help but laugh at the sight of it. And I just sit there for a second looking at him, and then I tell him, you know, go, go. And he goes to start playing with the other dogs. But he was so cute there. And I you know, when I got asked that question, I couldn't help but to think of all the times he does it, you know? Every time we go, he kind of looks back and sees if he has, like, not our permission, but just our little go ahead to go be crazy, you know? And then he starts playing, and you know he's like a smaller beagle, right? He's not fully grown yet, so he's always kind of the smallest at the dog park. He was a little bigger than the Shih Tzu, but not by much, you know. And he just starts playing with the big dogs, and he starts chasing them, and they just don't care about him. He's like a little fly bothering them, and it's just really cute. And you know, it just made me think of other times where I actually, you know, tried to enjoy the view or the time and place where I was, you know? And I invite you to do the same. Just try to think back of a moment where you can kind of, you know, remember where you took the time to really look at something and enjoy it. And bring yourself back to that moment and see, you know, how beautiful that moment truly was. Um, Now that I'm talking about it, you know, there's this second time that comes up in my head. Um, it's a long, long time ago, though. I think it was maybe 8 or 9 years ago. Um, I used to go to the summer camp, um, where basically we had this like trip in canoes, and we would go camping, right? And when we went camping, we'd have to, like, you know, canoe, like paddle for like 8 hours a day. So we'd do, you know, depending on how many rapids and how rough the rivers were, um, you know, we could travel like 10 kilometers in a day, or just like two, you know. And some days were like, you know, softer than others. And there was this one time, we were in the, I'm not gonna say like the northern part of Quebec, because like, yeah, it's really far away, but um it's like, it's like, say say like the center of Quebec is like where most people are, you know, near Montreal, near Quebec. That's where most people are. And then like maybe 5 hours away from there is like the last parts of like civilization, where like, you know, there's still villages and cities nearby, and a lot of population still nearby, and that's like the furthest point until, you know, you get to like really further regions where there's almost nothing, right? um and we were like right next to the border between, you know, being a little too far for there to be no villages anymore, and still being near the villages. And there's this, like, we're going down the river, it's like 11 a.m. We just left from our campsite, and we're going down the river. Sun is like blasting, and it's like so warm, and I'm the person that paddles at the front of the canoe. And we come out of this like huge like forested area into a little clearing to our right, as we're like, this is the canoe, right? We're going downstream, and the trees start slowly like dissipating, and then to our right we see like maybe 2 or 3 kilometers away in the distance, because there's no more trees, and it's just like this valley of like, it's so perfectly green, and it's all like green grass, barely any trees, and it's just perfect. And then maybe another like kilometer away, there's like this huge mountain at the back. Um, that was kind of like in the shade, but also, really out in the open. Um, I don't really know how to describe it. It was just like this. It was this thing that you only see like in those like little montages or these pictures of like really pretty scenery and all. And it was just a beautiful moment of sun. And the trip, the camping was really fun too. It's like 8 boys of the same age, and like 9 years ago. What, I'm 24 now, so say I was what, 13, 14 maybe, like 14, 15 maybe. And it's like 8 or 10. I think we were 10 boys of like 15, going camping. We have like these two other, like camp counselors with us. They're like, what, 18 to 20 maybe. So, they know how to have fun, and they like having fun too. So we're all just enjoying our time. And, at that point, there's like this beautiful view. And it's just great memories, of seeing that. Yeah, so that's kind of like the two major memories that come back of, well, not major, let's be honest, Henry at the dog park is not like this huge major news memory, I mean. But you know I just really liked looking back, and I can almost see like how clear it was. Like I almost remember perfectly that image of the view. Um, Almost like it's still in front of me. It's weird to say because it was like so long ago, but it's I'm happy remembering it. And yeah, so as I said before, I hope you take this time to really try to look back or think back to times where what you saw was actually pretty. And it doesn't have to be, ooh, 99, holy shit. We're almost there. Prestige 2. Oh, and what about yeah, we have 806,000 right now. So 200,000 to go to the million. Anyway, yeah, so just thinking back, it doesn't have to be like huge intricate memories, kind of like the canoe part. It can also just be like Henry and I at the dog park. you know? It's simple. Simple, but it does the trick. And please share. I'd love to imagine through your eyes kind of the view you had with the time that you have in your head right now. If that makes any sense. I'm pretty sure it does. Henry's been sitting on me for a while now. Well, not sitting. He's full on sleeping. I wonder if I'm annoying him sometimes when I record and he's sleeping on me. He smells like a bag of Fritos. He's when people say like Frito paws, like the like their paws smell like Fritos. This guy is like the epitome of that. His paws always smell like Fritos. He's always cooking. He's keeping my lap very, very warm right now, and it's a little annoying. It's almost too warm. This lady has way too much money. She also has way too many pumpkins. We've made a lot of money from her. Oh, whoops. And, yeah, so that's kind of what I had in mind for today's episode, just making you look back, trying to make you look back at good memories. And I mean, the view doesn't necessarily have to be with a good memory. Fortunately, it can come from very bad memories too. But hopefully you get a good one. I truly hope so. You know, I wonder if I could hit Prestige too. The thing is, since we're resetting skills, right? Or we're not resetting skills, we're just like revamping the skill system. Since we're revamping the skill system, I don't know how much of that experience is gonna like be used in the new system, you know? Like, I don't know if I'm gonna get transferred to Prestige 2 in the other one, you know? Because I think the levels are quite different. Like, I think there's 40 levels in the new one, and this one has 100. So, I don't know if they're gonna give me, like, the equivalent of Prestige 2. Which might be, you know, like level 39. Depending on how, you know, intricate the system is. I know there's going to be new ones. Apparently there might be some magic being added. Which is pretty awesome if you ask me. Right? So we keep making money. Right now we are at 814,000. And I make about $7,000 per trip. And I can make a trip, you know, every 3 minutes or so. And by the time I get to the bottom of the farm, usually the first layer is almost fully respawned. All I have to do is wait maybe like 5 to 10 minutes. You know, the thing I wonder is how many like trips back and forth I can actually make. You see, like, it's almost... Like, it's not fully locked in yet, but it almost is, you know. You guys want to know what I'm going to do later? I'm going to be writing for the project that I told you guys about in yesterday's video. I'm going to go on my little treadmill, and I have a little standing desk. I'm going to try to walk while writing. Hopefully it's not too hard to do. There's some progress being made, you know. Is it as fast as I'd want it to be? No. But I'm just trying to be really... I'm trying to do a really good job, you know? So I'm making sure that... I'm trying to make everything as perfect as possible. Making sure there's enough of everything. You know, every aspect that would make you guys want to keep watching it. So yeah, you know, just slowly working on it. You know, I wonder if there's enough room for me to walk Henry on the treadmill. You know what I've always wanted to teach Henry is how to walk on the treadmill on his own. I've seen this like guy on YouTube that has a like his job is basically he goes on a van to people's places that have dogs, and he makes them run for like, I don't know, 15 30 minutes maybe, and they can sprint as much as they want, and they can run. They look so happy, and you know, it's just... That seems like such a like fun, casual, entertaining job. You get to meet like cute dogs, and you talk with their owners a little bit, and then you make their dogs work out. It's literally just like a workout for the dog, you know? It's keeping it healthy, and you get a little coins for it, you know? I'm gonna finish the pumpkin farm, and then I'm gonna let you guys go, because, you know, I don't wanna make you guys have to collect all these pumpkins with me. You might get annoyed. I think we have at least one trip, maybe 1.5 trips left of pumpkins. And we are at 829. So, you know, we're progressing decently fast, honestly. You You know, maybe like 2 more collections, like 2 more clearings of the farm, and we'll reach the million. I think we'll be the first players to have that much money. I'm not sure, but I think so. I don't even know if I can hold that much money on myself. Like it's a million drakes. You know, maybe we'll have to try. Maybe I could try with 800,000. That'd be funny. Really, maybe we'll end the video with me money spreading on you guys. What a bad person I am. Money spreading my Minecraft coins on you guys. Gotta buy myself a Lamborghini with Minecraft coins. You know, if you know what I'd really want to know is how much playtime I have in total in Minecraft. Not just on the server, because I know I can just look that up in the statistics. I want to know how much Minecraft I've played ever since I have my account, you know? Like, how much Minecraft have I really, truly played? I know the number is astronomically high, but I still want to know. Actually, do I want to know? Because it might make me feel like I've wasted so much time in my life. No, I do want to know. Because I know I've spent... Oh, Henry, you okay? I think he's having a bad dream. He's breathing quickly and his little paws are swinging. Maybe he's boxing someone. Maybe he's fighting Logan Paul right now. Oh. Alright. Oh, yeah. We're almost done. We're almost done. You know, I'm surprised. The video's going to be like maybe 25 minutes total. And we're going to have cleared the whole thing in 25 minutes. So that means maybe, you know, I can farm the whole farm in that amount of time. Maybe I could be faster if I wasn't talking. And, you know, kind of focus on something else. But you know, we'll know. We'll never know. Well, we'll know if I actually start counting it. Every time I've been down here, I've been telling you guys, oh, I'm going to try to count this time. And then I forget about it. If I was a little... Like, it's because, why put that much work in, you know? When I can just have fun and talk and collect... Did I break? Yeah, I did. And just collect pumpkins, you know? You know, maybe if I spent this much time collecting pumpkins in, like, Skyblock, I could be rich. So I know Hypixel Skyblock has, like, people spending actual money on stuff, like real life money, you know? 836, and we'll sell this, and then we'll money spread. Hell yeah. And then I'll let you guys be free. Oh, isn't this nice? Look at this. That's a nice picture. This is gonna be the background. I mean the thumbnail. I like how I keep taking the thumbnail in front of you guys. You probably think I'm a little not caring enough. Alright, T deposit all, T spawn, and then... Okay, we have 842,000. So T withdraw 842,442. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good money spread it on. That's a lot of money. T deposit all. Oh yeah. That's nice. That's much better. Anyways. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being money spread it on. I appreciate it so much. You know, have a good day and a good night. And sleep tight, guys. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.